Alright guys, here we go. The very first game of this best of 3 is in a Grand Arena.
Oh, is this a teen?
What? What did you say?
It's a teen.
It's a teen?
We're gonna see a teen getting around the pillar.
Okay, that transmog is pretty cool, man. It's actually it's pretty different. I thought that would be like one of those transmogs that you could really appreciate, man. You like the transmogs that are out of the box, you know? And that Paladin transmog is different. It's a green theme, but here we go. Anyway, we have a Jungle Cleave versus an RMP. The Jungle Struggle versus I'm not Gekz, because he is playing that Discipline Priest. He's just letting everyone know he's not Gekz. But here we go. The game has started.
Yeah, Grailed already running in. Pet Nova's Glinks out into the cheap shot now. A huge opener here. Not actually using Adrenaline Rush just yet. Sacrifice coming out from Athene preemptively. He's going to get feared on top of the Deep Freeze. A bit of overlap of CC from the RMP here. Wyvern Sting onto Grailed to slow down the opener. They are going to land a Poly. A trap landed onto Rapids. He's going to trinket that to keep his team offensive here. But Glinks popping the Murder of Crows out onto Free Cremate. A bash landed by Jeopardy, but they're swapping over to him in the Kidney Shot. He doesn't have Survival Instincts up. Down to 30%. Saved by the Light is going to proc Athene. Pops the Avenging Wrath to top him off very quickly. And now Free Cremate down to 30%. Rapids LOL with the Power Infusion getting out those Saving Grace Heals, topping them off. Both teams stabilizing for the time being.
Rapids having to use so many cooldowns. That is the Hodge, the pain suppression coming out as well. So he literally has no cooldowns left to keep Free Cremate up. So I believe, I mean, if he eats any more CC, Free Cremate's going to be working through those blocks very, very quickly. That is the full trap on him. Jeopardy taking a little bit of damage, though. Athene is caught into that Frost shot at the moment. Looks like Jeopardy's going to be fine, popping that Survival Instinct. And Free Cremate doing a good job not having to use that block there, even though Rapids did get caught into that full trap. That is the full clone first block coming out from Free Cremate there. So it's looking very scary for this RMP, as Athene still has every cooldown, Jeopardy still has every cooldown, and Glinks has every cooldown.
Yeah, Glinks is using his Wyvern Stings onto Grailed, and it's really keeping Jeopardy offensive without that rogue on his backside for the entire game. But he's going to finally connect with a Fear onto Athene into the Deep Freeze now. Free Cremate looking to land a Poly. He gets locked out on it, though. Now trying to go for it again. The Silence going to chain it over. Great play from Rapids and Free Cremate landing that Poly, and now Jeopardy's in trouble. The offensive Penance coming in. He's going to leap over to Rapids, land the full bash. The Crow's Barrage coming out, and Free Cremate! He's got to be careful. He's got one block remaining, down to 40%. Penance coming out, trying to top him back off here. Jeopardy's pressure is pretty immense. He's trying to reconnect. Grail's trying to peel him off. Wyvern Sting onto Rapids. It could be the game here. Down to 20%. Rapids trying to heal through the damage here. Lands a Fear onto Glinks. Overlap with the Polymorph a bit there. The Bop going to be getting purged off, though, I believe, by Rapids. The Frost Jaw landed onto Athene now. He's going to freedom it and try and line of sight the Polymorph that's definitely coming in here. The Incarnation being blown from Jeopardy to try and make an offensive push onto Grail. Now swapping over to Free Cremate. Down to 60%. The full trap gets landed by Glinks. Free Cremate in a lot of trouble. Blazing speeds away. Rapids trinkets out to top him off here, and he should be able to, but how much longer can he keep him alive through this jungle's pressure?
Yeah, he's having a really hard time. Even Grail's getting quite low down, 50% HP at the moment. This RMP doing an excellent job surviving, but I don't know if they're going to be able to hold on much longer. The Sacrifice getting stolen there by Free Cremate. The full Wyvern going out onto Rapid, and that is Free Cremate's second block. Rapid has no trinket for 2 minutes. Grail taking a lot of damage, and Rapid's going to have to play catch up very hard. The Power Infusion coming out from him. Jeopardy caught into that Kidney Shot at the moment. That is a Crows on Cremate. I don't know if this Priest can keep him up, and Rapid actually just spamming out heals with Power Infusion. Just can't heal through the damage. Unfortunately, Rapid is a Priest, so game very difficult for this RMP. They did a pretty good job surviving, though.
They did. I mean, they rotated their defensive cooldowns well. But man, the Jungle Struggle from the very beginning of this game and onwards seemed like they had the full control of the whole game. And but I don't know. That was game number 1. Boom. A teen. And there it is. Game number 1 will go to the Jungle Cleave, and this is just a best of 3. So now team I'm not Gekz has to win 2 in a row if they don't want to be eliminated from tournament number 19. Here we go, guys. We're going to jump into game number 2 very, very soon. It's Floria's B-Day, too? It's Floria's B-Day. It's Sea-Doo's and...
on the same day.
They are both very good healers.
Confirmed. Illuminati confirmed.
This just in, everybody. If you want your child to be a really good healer in World of Warcraft, make sure they are born on June 19th.
Oh, shots fired to every other healer.
Yeah, whoa.
What? Wait, hello? What do you mean? Like, how's that shots fired to every other healer? Both of those healers are really good.
They're not born that day, I mean.
Hey.
How do you take that? I mean, what do you think about that, Success?
Yeah, the way that you phrased that makes it seem like if you're not born on June 19th, you may as well just not even try.
How did you get that from my phrasing? What? Just
just
don't even try. Just don't even
That's
try.
the way it sounded.
Oh my god.
If you're born on the 19th, he'll be a god, but if he's not, you know what?
Yeah.
You're kind of out, I guess.
If you're not born on June 16th, you might as well just uninstall. There it is. Boom.
I'm not born then.
Alright guys, we're going to jump into game number 2 here. We're waiting on the choice of this RMP. Now, then, I know that you're familiar with the comp RMP. Is there a map that these guys could go to gain an advantage against the Jungle Cleave? Or are they just kind of looking for another Nagarand Arena?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, he was getting a lot of fears, and really the only thing they could do, I mean, any map they go to, I don't know if it's likely he's going to get more fears than he did, so I don't know what real advantage he'd be getting from a different map, but it looks like it is going to be Tiger's Peak. So
there it is. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright everybody, welcome to Tiger's Peak, game number 2 between the Jungle Struggle and I'm Not Gekz. Jungle Cleave versus RMP. Now the first game was pretty convincing for this Jungle Cleave, but can they do it again? That being said, it seemed like this team, the Jungle Struggle, was a bit upset about their first matchup against this RMP, but I don't know, they're looking pretty strong, man.
Yeah,
are you sure? I feel like Link said it wasn't. He's like, no, I'm not scared of RMP. I thought it was something else.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I read it wrong. It's very possible. I read things wrong all the time, turns out.
Honestly, the way that game played out, it doesn't look like he should be scared.
Really, right? Alright, wait, here we go.
Yeah, already pushing in from the side of the RMP. Not able to land a sap, though. They're going to use the deep freeze instead. Full kidney onto Gekz is going to be the target of choice from this RMP. Already blowing Adrenaline Rush, trying to take him down in the opener, down to 20%. Saved by the Light's going to proc. They're cutting through it down to 23%. The offensive penance connects through the deterrence down to 11%. Athena has to bubble Avenging Wrath as well. This opener is looking a lot more sick from this RMP than the last one.
Yeah, and that trap actually missing from Gekz. Not able to get that Wyvern Sting out as well. Finally coming out. Rapid's caught into that full Wyvern Sting right now. That is the Crows on a cremate. Paint Suppression coming out, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The Crows are going to fade here shortly. Rapid caught into that clone, so despite the Paint Suppression coming out from Rapid, Free Cremate's still going to have to use that Ice Block, and now Rapid has no Trinket. Berserker's still available for Jeopardy if they need it, but Glink's taking a lot of damage. He does have Trinket deterrence if he needs it. Grail still has a Smoke Bomb available, so he's probably wanting to save the Trinket for that Smoke Bomb, but Rapid caught into that full trap at the moment. The Hodge on the Grailed, Free Cremate all by himself, trying to get away as much as he can. Actually doing an excellent job kiting there, but Rapid caught into the clone at the moment. Flare coming out from Gekz as Free Cremate did try to get an Invis off there. The sack on the Gekz. Gekz taking a lot of damage, caught into the full kidney shot at the moment. It's going to be reduced a little bit though because Athene was able to get that sack out onto him, throwing out a huge Avenging Wrath, a huge Execution Sentence onto him. Now Free Cremate down to 30% HP.
That's it.
Whoa!
And I don't know what happened to his block. Did he use a block earlier?
He blocked, but I think like Incarnation was up, but Gekz was kidneyed, and he kind of just blocked all of Jeopardy's damage, and then he canceled the block, and then he was still low health.
He must have canceled that block pretty fast.
Yeah. Maybe he just pressed it too fast.
Yeah, maybe
sometimes that happens.
Went out of it? Let's look at the replay. Instant
that's what I'm
replay
doing.
coming up here. See, I didn't actually see when he blocked, so I think he just no, he blocked. He sat in it for 1 second, and Gekz, I think, had the Crows after that. Yeah, so he had the Crows right after he came out of that block, so maybe could have sat in that, but a little bit longer, but very hard game for the RMP.
And there we go. Game number 2 is going to go to the Jungle Struggle, and they are going to advance, and they're going to knock out I'm Not Gekz, the RMP, in tournament number 19.
Who's next?
Who's
Ding-shing.
next on the chopping block? What is that from? I don't even know. I don't.
I think it's from